Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Kinfolk Farms. This is Shane. Today we're not actually at our farm. We're at my son-in-law and my daughter's place over here at the Wright Farms. And what we wanted to do out here today was to plant some more trees. This is going to be a little different video. Their place is just full of pines. You can see them. There's pines everywhere. It's 57 acres of basically pines. We hunted this year and we found a bunch of persimmon trees. There's persimmons growing everywhere, but we wanted to have a diverse place out here. We planted a ton of plum trees, apple trees. We just got them dotted all over the place. But what I wanted was some nut trees out here. And so last year we had found some sawtooth oaks at a rest area. I did a video a while back on it, but found some sawtooth oak trees. I gathered all the acorns, put them in the fridge over the winter, and last February we planted them in pots. Well, this is what they turned out, and a year later, this is what they turned out to look like. We got them all set down here, and they're really looking good. We're going to plant these today. We got all these ready to plant, and then on the other side, we got another big batch we're going to plant down there. But this isn't the main focus of the video, but I just got up early this morning, tried to knock this out. We got a big rainstorm coming, so stick around. We're going to plant a few trees today, and I got some other cool stuff. Whoops, I don't break my neck. I got some other cool stuff we're going to get into today, so stick around. These sawtooth oaks are absolutely great for your property. They put out a ton of acorns every single year. They grow an average of about 4 foot a year. So they're just super trees. You can actually pick them up from acorns, put them in the fridge in some moist soil, leave them over the winter, come spring, plant them. And you can plant them from just regular acorns, put the acorns in dirt. They just do great. They're super strong, hardy trees. They're great to have on your property if you're a deer hunter. So guys, the first section we planted 13 trees in this one whole little section here. I wanted to show you our apple tree. Come up on an apple tree, but we got probably 20, 30 apple trees and plum trees all up and down this little road right here on both sides. And hopefully eventually we're just going to have them all over. We buy a bunch and just every weekend putting up trees. But 13 of the sawtooth oaks in this little area. I was just walking through the woods. While I'm down here, I'm getting some tree stands out of the woods too, but I come up on something really cool. It's coming down through the woods. I wanted to show you guys. Look at this. Who knows what this is? I just found it out here in the middle of the woods. It's a wisteria tree. And boy, do I wished I knew that I knew this was out here. I would have transplanted this over to my farm. This thing. Oh, they smell so good. They're just the best. I've wanted some on my property. Actually, I'm getting some today at the front of the drive over there. We got a ton of it growing, and we just started noticing it, so we're going to get this stuff pulled up today. But this is just one whole tree. It's just absolutely beautiful. I don't know if y'all can see that. Really pretty, just growing out in the middle of the woods. The thing I like about the spring is you get out and you find things you don't notice because they're starting to bloom. I was looking at this little apple tree right here, because as you drive down the road we got them dotted, and I'm trying to see which ones made it through the winter. But I seen this one right here, and I found a cherry tree that's just been neglected, going wild in the woods. Just beautiful, really pretty. It's actually been over like that. It had a tree laid on. I just drug it off of it. But just beautiful for the bees. And we actually put a nuke yesterday. We went into bees yesterday. We didn't film that, but we found some queen cells, put it in a nuke. So we just put some brand new set of bees over here at the Wright Farms. So that's going to be great for them. Well guys, I only got 3 left. These sawtooth oaks are absolutely the ultimate deer hunting tree. They produce acorns every single year. They grow super fast. They'll grow about 30 foot tall and just put on acorns every year. They're the most reliable deer tree, acorn tree you can get, if you ask me. They're not like a lot of trees that produce every other year. This one produces every single year. So far, like I said, I got 3 left. That'll give me 35 trees that I planted. And we're just putting them everywhere. This is their first year here. Over the next few years, we're gonna just plant them every year. We plant apples, plums, just a little of everything. But if you ask me, these little trees right here, we just planted them acorns last year. They will grow up and be really, really productive trees. I absolutely love them. Okay guys, another reason I came down here today was to try to root some of this wisteria. This stuff has always intrigued me. It's just beautiful. You can just walk right up to it and it just smells phenomenal. I absolutely love it. The bees love it. But it just grows everywhere. And a lot of people say it's invasive. You don't want it on your property, but you know what? I do. And it's just growing everywhere. I'm gonna see if I can root some of it. I'm not sure if I can or not. I've never tried it, but today we're gonna try. Hey guys, we're back in the greenhouse. We made it back home. We got our wisteria. I just stuck them in this bottle of water after I cut them. I got some of the new growth plants and just trimmed them off. And I wished you could smell them. They just got the whole, I've only been in here 5 minutes and they got the whole greenhouse. That's all I can smell. They're so strong. They're just awesome. But what we're going to do is we're going to put some rooting powder on these things. We have some of this we had left over from last year, and we're going to dip these in here and see if we can't get them rooted. I'm going to stick it in this powder, in this rooting powder. I'm going to knock off the excess. And I'm just going to stick them in these pots. Well, we got them all potted. We put the root start on them. I think they're going to do great. Positive thinking. I'm sure they'll do fine. They grow wild just everywhere. Look at the kale. The kale's just looking ridiculous. Looking real good. I'm going to water everything. The radishes are looking good. I can't get over my greenhouse. Everything is just growing so good. The carrots are looking great. The figs are looking great. Pretty soon, once all this cold air goes away, once all this cold air is out, and we're going to start setting these out in the garden, so every time we water out there, we can just water them too and get them out of this greenhouse, because I'm pretty sure it's going to get super, super hot here pretty soon. I want to try some of this kale, guys. I know it's real young. Oh my gosh, it's ridiculous. Really tastes good. I noticed some radishes. I just went and looked. I got some little small radishes coming up, so I'm really happy about that. But I went ahead and watered everything. Everything was a little dry. But I want to tell you guys, I really appreciate y'all watching our videos. And I just want to say, if you get the chance, plant some trees. Garden, we all focus on our gardens, our spring garden, fall garden, getting ready to grab all that good nutritious food out of the garden. But we need to think about, well, I like planting trees for the fact they last for years and years and years. And me and Mason grew those. We took those acorns and we put them in pots. I think we did about 70. And last year they grew up and really took off. And we planted about 30 or so here, 35 today. And one day, you know, hopefully I'll be able to hunt over those trees with my grandson, my granddaughter. It's just really a cool thing. But plant some fruit trees. We absolutely love planting fruit, if you hadn't seen any of my videos. But do me a favor, if you would, hit the subscribe button. If you're not a subscriber to my channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, share this with your friends. If you know any deer hunters, let them know. The super tree is the sawtooth oak. It's a fantastic tree. Just one of my favorite trees to see growing. They produce tons of acorns. They have one little downfall, and that's they don't put out their acorns a little at a time. They dump them all within a week's time. They can drop every one of their acorns, but still it produces every year. They're just a super strong tree to grow. But do me a favor again, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and we will see you on the next video. Thanks, guys.